When I reviewed the recent Sony 50mm f1.4 G Master, I had a lot of people tell me that what they were really looking for was a high-quality 50mm f1.8 lens that was smaller, lighter, and cheaper. Sigma clearly read the room, as their most recent lens is a high-performing 50mm f2 lens designed for Sony E and Leica L mounts. It is 37% shorter, nearly 50% lighter, and cost over $200 less than the recent Sigma 50mm f1.4 art lens, and provides the clear market separation that people were looking for. So is this the 50mm lens you've always wanted? Find out after a quick word about Viltrox's global photo contest. Are you ready to use that gear and show off your skills? Viltrox is sponsoring a global photo contest with more than $15,000 worth of prizes, with one catch. Photos must be shot with a Viltrox lens. A panelist of judges from around the world, including my friend Christopher Frost, will select the winners. The contest runs from April 10th to June 10th, and you can upload your submissions to the link in the description below. First prize comes with over $4,000 worth of gear, including a Fujifilm X-T5 and a Viltrox AF 13mm f1.4 lens, with subsequent prizes loaded with lenses, tripods, lights, swag, and gift cards. There is no cost to enter, so get snapping, upload your best work, and win big prizes in the Viltrox Global Photo Contest. This lens is part of Sigma's iSeries, which includes a number of other beautifully crafted compact lenses that also happen to have seriously good optics. The 50mm f2 is 70mm or 2.8 inches in both diameter and length and has a 58mm front filter thread. You can see that it is larger than the typical nifty 50, but much smaller than even the smallest 50mm f1.4 lens on the Sony platform. It weighs in at 345 grams, or about 12 ounces, largely because of how well made it is. Everything is crafted of metal and glass, including the beautifully made lens hood, and the aperture and focus rings both move smoothly and feel great to the touch. There is an AF/MF switch, but no focus hold button. The all-metal design allows for a choice between a traditional pinch cap and a metal one that attaches magnetically, though I find the latter hard to remove if the lens hood is in place. There is a weather sealing gasket at the lens mount, but no internal seals. The aperture iris has 9 rounded blades and does a fairly good job of keeping a circular shape. Minimum focus distance is 45 centimeters, and the resulting magnification is just a so-so 0.14 times. Up-close performance is strong, however, with nice detail and good contrast. The 50mm f2DN is equipped with an STM focus motor, and, as you can see, focus changes are quick and quiet. I had good focus accuracy, whether my subject was human, animal, or otherwise. I did find that when I turned up the burst rate on my A7 IV, that initially focus lagged a bit behind in this series of Nala, but once it got to the right place, focus remained accurate. During my video focus pool test, I saw smooth, quiet results, though with some obvious focus breathing. As a third-party lens, the Sigma will not be compatible with Sony's focus breathing compensation. I also saw some minor visible stepping in my hand test, though I didn't see that during my test where I approached the camera. Sony's own 50mm f2.5G might be a better video lens, as the aperture can be declicked, it has dual linear focus motors, and will be compatible with the focus breathing compensation on cameras that are so equipped. That aside, my general purpose autofocus results were excellent with the Sigma. The Sigma 50mm f2 is a very sharp lens, boasting higher wide-open performance than the very sharp Sigma 50mm f1.4 DN Art in the center and mid-frame, though the f1.4 lens is sharper in the corners. I found that the two lenses were pretty comparable when the f1.4 lens was stopped down to f2. You can see that real-world sharpness from the little lens is impeccable, however, and even on the 50-megapixel sensor, this wide-open shot of our City Hall is about as sharp as when stopped down to f5.6. There's plenty of sharpness for portraits, general-purpose shots, or landscape images. There is a minuscule amount of distortion and about 2 stops of vignette, both easily corrected. There is minimal color fringing as well, which results in high-contrast images. Flare resistance is also very strong, with little loss of contrast or blobs of color even when panning across the sun. I even found that chroma performance was quite good, making this a decent lens for shooting the night sky. Bokeh quality is also good, though not as exceptional as from larger aperture lenses. I found the general quality of background blur quite nice, though I did see a bit more outlining than optimal. All told, this is an amazing lens optically. The final question will be one of value. At $639 US, the Sigma 50mm f2.DN is more expensive than the first-party Sony 50mm f2.5G, though it does have 2/3 stop of a light-gathering advantage. There are fewer alternatives on the Leica L platform, and I wouldn't be surprised if this lens proves very popular there. We are spoiled for choice when it comes to modern 50mm lenses, and this moderately sized, moderately priced, high-performing Sigma lens might prove just right for certain photographers. I'm Dustin Abbott, and if you look in the description below, you can find links to my full text review and image gallery, and also buying links. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and let the light in.